There's a reason why I want to watch this match though. The reason why I want you guys to watch this is because this shows a ton of discipline. And we'll get to see XiaoHai really showcase both his offensive and defensive mechanisms on top of the restraint and discipline that he has in terms of maximizing opportunities on the defensive and the offensive end. So let's watch. You're sticking with the fireball game right now. And here's a really important thing. Like, he's throwing fireballs from full screen. When throwing the fireballs from full screen, the thing is that let's think about Vanessa's effective range, right? What is an effective range? An effective range are spots in which you could potentially punish or hurt your opponent. So we know that her dash upper is insanely good, but it's not full screen good. It's about half screen, 3/4 of the screen good. Less than 3/4 of the screen actually, but roughly about half screen. So he's throwing fireballs in this range that's already like really, really good. She's getting close, and he's being careful, right? He doesn't want to throw a bad fireball. He gets caught by the jump CD. And right there, he knew he threw a fireball that got red, and he got lucky with that. And you notice, like, usually, when you throw a CD, what does a robber do? The robber always throws a fireball when he CDs from this position. He does not throw a fireball right here. Alright? He doesn't care about the fireball conversion. Because the risk outweighs the reward. Because if he throws the fireball and she actually blocked that, the upper will go underneath. She gets the upper into the EX, and it's 40% right there into an Oki safe jump. You're gonna see a lot of that happen in here. Tons of restraint. And when he does throw a fireball, you'll see in a bit here, when he CDs close, he'll throw the fireball because she's still in block stun to eat that fireball. Nice combo. Big damage. Yeah, so he's just defending, just blocking. Nothing too crazy, right? He's not getting all flashy here, just playing really, really restrained. Now she got rid of, or at least he got rid of, probably one of his worst matchups. This one is probably one that he much prefers. And I know it's Ralf. Ralf is still OD as a motherfucker, but this is much more doable than playing against a Vanessa. This opens up your toolkit. He's being really aggressive. He's got him towards the corner. It's fine. He's got a ton of space control off of this. Nice throw by Hisa though. Yeah, just outread there. Just outread. And we talk about some of like the specifics too, so this game is so fun. It makes it so fun to do VOD reviews. Nice CP. So we're not seeing a lot of that hesitation from that stand CD, the stand blowback into Fireball. Unfortunately, he's going to eat that. Big combo by Hisa. That's okay. Alright, now he's really low on health. The CD, he's going to waste a lot of time here. He's playing that full screen, throwing fireballs in different positions, different timings, baiting out the jumps. He was trying to bait out an uppercut that time, try to finish the round. Instead, he gets this opportunity to finish. We gotta rewind that. So, bad situation. He's going in, eats the overhead. Not gonna lie, he does get lucky he doesn't die there, but that's not his fault, that's Terry's fault. So, back to the full screen fireballs. Just that bait. To bait that jump. And then the bait on the DP, like... Here's what's going on, guys. Alright, let's just watch that again. The fact that he did that, he showed Hisa he was waiting for the DP. Now Hisa knows that he's scheming, right? It doesn't matter that XiaoHai goes for an overhead or goes for something else. The fact that he's scheming is a really scary thought when you're on your anchor and you need this meter to come back against 2 additional characters. Like, that's pretty messed up. It's a small little mind game that's so loaded for Hisa right now. And it's causing hesitation. And then he just dashes in with low shorts. A bunch of 2Bs. Just finishes off in game 1. Nice neutral jump. Look at that spot check with the jab. Love it. Yeah, and one of the reasons that he's keeping up the aggression, guys, remember, Vanessa doesn't have a reversal. She doesn't have a reversal DP. So he can just go in and just go ham, right? As long as he's mediating properly, being outside of throw range, like this is really good positioning now. Let's see what he does. Nice conversion. He doesn't see the fireball in the corner. The fireball will whiff, and you can't get an extension. Again, remember earlier I was saying like this is what he prefers to play against versus Vanessa. Even though Ralf, again, OD as hell. But this is a matchup he can handle. Oh my god. The hitbox on that uppercut. Yeah, back to some full screen fireballs. He's going to leverage that to force the decision from Hisa. Nice, got him in the corner, and Hisa doesn't have any EX reversal besides EX DP. I mean, no reversal besides EX DP. My bad. Again with the corner pressure. He's willing to eat the EX DPs though. Like, he gets no conversion off of that. Look at the screen control. It's so good. That's unfortunate from him. I think that was an autocorrect and he got a command grab. Luckily, he does get the dub there, but that could have ended up ended up a lot worse. Ooh. Didn't want to cancel. I understand why. XiaoHai tried what he could. Unfortunately, Terry's going to have full health, but it's anchor versus second character with roughly the same meter. No, more meter for Ralf. Boom, boom, boom. To level 1. Here's an interesting thought for you guys. Would you have done a level 2 instead of a level 1? Right? And I don't think there's a wrong decision here. Because if you get the level 2 super instead of level 1, he would be a lot lower, and you still only need 1 hit to win. This is a slightly better decision. Not by much, a slightly better decision to go into a 1 bar instead of 2 bars. And the reason is because he still has the max cancel available. So regardless, whether you chose to start with a level 2 super or a level 1, what you want to look at is how many decisions do I need to make at a minimum to win this particular round. And whether he went for a level 2 or level 1, he only needs 2 touches to potentially win, right? Lots of ways to dissect that, but I just want to bring that up real quick. I think it's an important thought process to think about when you're playing matches. Either way, he's getting poked by XiaoHai. Bang. We got 2 more games to go. We're gonna see a slight difference in terms of how he's playing Robert, or how he's made decisions here with Robert. You'll see when he gets to it. He tried to check, he gets caught by the jump CD. Trying to play a lot of air games right now, control the space. He's getting early success too. He's getting caught by like these stray jump CDs. Oh, that's really unfortunate. How did he get hit there? Let's watch that again. I think he just tried to press a button or something. Tried to check, but it was too slow. Now it's going to deal with the safe jump setup. Nice roll back. Yeah, this way the CD can get really, really tough. Like, you gotta be careful with those CDs. This is not a mistake necessarily, this is more of a timing thing, right? XiaoHai had been doing this in the previous rounds or the previous matches. Hisa got the timing with the jump that time. But you've got to be careful with that, because that's the risk reward sometimes when you whiff on that standing blowback with Robert. And it'll cost him in the round. So that's one of the not as clean matches that I saw XiaoHai play in this entire set. Right? He whiffed a couple of things. He got caught on timings. It's certain things for him to consider, right? Instead of trying to spot check too much, you should try to see what Hisa's intending to do and then catch him. He could have uppercutted or anti-aired earlier. Instead, he's going to catch Hisa here with a nice combo. I like that setup. That's cute. Max damage! On a side note, I think he could have finished that with less bar. I'll tell you why. Because right here, hits twice. She's already sort of in juggle state. So what he could have done is the half circle back with 2 kicks, which would have comboed, I believe, from that distance into the string that you usually see Ralf do, and that would have killed without having to spend super. A little bit more optimal. In either case, you know what? Go for the win. If you're not optimal, fuck it. It happens. Right? Don't let that kill you inside. And we're being nitpicky, right? Because I'm sure in his head he's like, I probably could have done this instead, but you know what? I wasn't sure at the time. Happens to all of us. He's just getting the timing against XiaoHai in this match. See how XiaoHai adjusts. Yeah, this is game 3. It's been iffy for XiaoHai. Not as clean as what we saw in the first 2 games. Oh, we try to shatter strike. Being really careful with these 2 guys. I love that conversion. In front this time, okay. Look guys, I'm gonna say this about Hisa, okay? I'm gonna rewind this, I'm gonna pause it. Unless you're absolutely sure you're actually gonna get that down C or the 2C to actually hit, try not to bluff for this stuff. Because this is the result. This is what happens. It costed him the round. It could have been a timing thing, sure. It was a great attempt out of whip punish, but you know the risk, right? Oh, nice instant overhead. XiaoHai is still down. He can't one-shot, or he can't one-tap Terry. Terry can do it to him, though. He's got 1 bar. He can do a good chunk of damage here if he can land a good hit. He's keeping him in the corner. I like the play. Now we're close to 1-hit territory death. Ooh. Terry doing Terry things. Of course he would go for another EX crack shoot. Just like every other Terry. That wasn't too bad for Hisa. Unfortunately, we're close to 3 bars. So how much health does he have right now? About 63%. If XiaoHai gets a jump in and Hisa blocks, he's going to have to deal with the next mix-up. And if he gets hit on any of the following mix-ups, he dies. Because obviously Terry level 3 equals more than 60% of your health. It's about 70. And he's definitely going to die on the next hit. Or we see this. Decides to spend the bar here instead. Oh my god, that was tight! Yo. We're stealing that. We're totally stealing that. What was that again? See that shit? Let's go, baby! Just remember, you see that low jab? And say, fuck it. Let's go for the shatter strike. Nice roll. 2 bars. This is 1-hit territory for Hisa if he can land anything. Not a good fireball by Hisa at all. I understand what he was trying to go for, but that positioning and that timing, no good. No bueno. There was nothing to gain from that. Nice CD. I like it. Spot checking. He's representing. He's representing spot checks. And you see, it's kind of making Hisa hesitate. And then he gets caught. Again, not going for the cancel into fireball. There's two reasons for this, okay? First of all, he's not fireballing because, again, when I mentioned it earlier, he can get uppered by Vanessa if he cancels CD to fireball. The second thing, though, is the fact that he can't get an extender if he does a fireball from here, right? Things get really, really weird, so to speak. The fireball usually whiffs at this range, even if you go with a light fireball, and then you don't recover in time to get a combo. So this is dual purpose now. Luckily for him there, he gets the fireball cancel. Again, watch his positioning. Nice, I like the aggression there. Not sure if intentional or not, but we'll take it. Backing off and going in. See, like this, the balance of being in and out of sweet spots. It's kind of what XiaoHai does, right? He mixes up defense and offense well. Like Hisa doesn't want him to get into the position of fireball, and then when XiaoHai notices that, he starts amping up his offense a little bit more with timings off of jumps, dashing up with low Bs. Like every time I watch XiaoHai, he's a mastermind on timing. And he's timing it based off of what his opponent is trying to do. Remember earlier we were talking about the timing of him pressing too many low shorts? Not this time. Ready with all the uppercuts. Not going to give any more of those stray shots. Unfortunately, it misses the cross cut. It's going to get punished big time. Nice confer from Hisa. Oh no, that's just a drop. Oh no. I don't think there's a lot to say about that one, right, boys and girls? It's just a feels bad moment. I'd be willing to bet his tiltometer was a 10 out of 10 right there. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's go watch that sequence. He misses the down forward. I think it's heavy or light. I forget which one. The one that he goes into upper. He gets this. Like, that's gotta tilt you. That has to be so tilting. He's like, alright, this is unwinnable. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, I think his tiltometer was at a 10. He was playing relatively well, despite XiaoHai essentially fucking him up. But I thought he was playing relatively well. I just think XiaoHai he just outmatched him. He was just a better player. And really just controlled him from both an offensive and a defensive point of view.